Hypixel is the world's largest Minecraft server, but what does your favorite Hypixel game mode say about you? Competitive. This one is special, and it's probably also one of the biggest game modes in all of Hypixel. This mode has at least like 10 to 15 different games. Most of these games are short, but fun. In competitive, you jump straight into it, testing your skills and reflexes. If you love competition, then you are a very sweaty player. You are either strongly creative in games or strong in combat and reflex in games. The reason I split it into two sections is because competition can vary a lot in Hypixel. This basically means that you are a stinky PvP or a stinky overall minigamer. Casual. Casuals are the complete opposite of competitive since it's non-PvP focused. This game mode is less sweaty and more party looking one. It's more about you hopping on and playing when you're bored. You usually play this with friends to let time pass by, and basically you are normal. You play for fun and enjoyment. Survival. This is the biggest game mode in all of Hypixel. Yes, it's bigger than competitive. It's actually also very similar to competitive, except for you having to progress in order to fight. In competitive, you actually start fighting immediately, whilst in survival, it's more natural. In survival, you usually start by gathering resources and playing strategically, and then end up fighting when needed. If this mode is your favorite, then you might not be as geeked. You have spatial awareness and you are very orientated. You can hold out for long periods of time, pause, and no, it doesn't change the fact that you are still geeked. You're just less geeked. Every single Minecraft player is geeked, okay? Let's just accept that fact. Shooters. There are currently 3 shooter games in Hypixel. If shooters are your favorites in Hypixel, then something might be wrong with you, because there are at least like 50 different shooter games that are free on Steam. If your PC is actually buns, that's when you play shooters on Hypixel, since Minecraft basically runs on everything. But to be fair, you enjoy the adrenaline of shooter games, even in Minecraft. But let's be real, shooters would have been a bigger success if Hytale was finished and more known, but it is what it is. Racing. This one isn't too popular, sadly. There's one racing game in all of Hypixel. I went in and played, and it's legit a Sahara Desert. Not a single player joined in, and trust me, it looked like a nice game, okay? I tested the practice version since it has 0 players, and it felt like Mario Kart, except for the fact that you go around on a floating furnace. I mean, well, if you love this, then you are one of a million, for sure. I can guarantee that you can't afford a Nintendo with Mario Kart Deluxe 8 on it, so instead you play this. You're also the type of person to play underground games in Minecraft. You don't care about how popular a game is, you are there simply for the experience and the testing of your skills in weird ways. Persistent. A persistent game mode is something that saves progress. Therefore, it could be something like Skyblock, The Pit, or Hypixel SMP. You don't play this anymore only because it's Minecraft. You play this because it's the progression of something, and that progression spikes your dopamine and cortisol levels. For example, let's say you play Skyblock. Skyblock rewards patience and consistency, letting you basically feel progress every single day and every single time you hop on. Since Skyblock is the most popular Hypixel mode, it replicates the single player mode. What I mean is, the progression of getting diamonds in single player gives you the same feeling when defeating a dungeon in Skyblock. That's what makes persistent games fun for most people, including someone like me. It's very grindable and accomplishing. Housing. I'm gonna assume a lot of people don't know about this game mode, but to make it easier, think of this like Fortnite Creative. You can build and make maps for people to play on. It's basically just you creating a game on Hypixel, giving the players a chance to spread their own creativity. Anything from PvP maps to social hangouts. It feels like Roblox. If this one is your favorite, then you are clearly a very creative person. You have a passion to make something people would love. Without any doubts, you make maps and you think far ahead when it comes to working on these maps. You are a true creative developer. Prototypes. You are hungry for new things constantly. It's simple. You know when you get something and you want more? Yeah, that's you. Therefore, you only play in development minigames. And currently one of those games is actually Skyblock, which apparently isn't even fully released yet. Kind of surprising. Yet there are at least like 20,000 people playing daily. And that's like minimum. This sort of confuses me since there are a lot of fully released games, but one of the most popular ones is a game in development. This also means that you love testing games before anyone else does. And since Skyblock is considered very unique because it never ends and always has new things to it, it always excites players like you and me. Seasonal events. Let's be real, you barely touch Hypixel. You come in when you need variety. The only time you play is when there are events. Therefore, you play Hypixel in specific times of the year. You come in a day before Easter or a day before Christmas just to get into the vibe of the seasonal time. Let's be real once again, you don't actually play any games at all. You hop in when you aren't locked in on work, and you're probably like 32 with a full family and a full grown beard and everything, and you only play for nostalgia every single year. Fishing. Although fishing isn't its own minigame, it does bring a whole new world to Hypixel, and Minecraft overall. You are a very patient person because fishing does take a lot of time. Therefore, you spend a lot of time in a game like Skyblock to grind for money. You usually get the best fishing armor to get the best fish, and you play from morning to night until you feel like your fingers are about to fall off. That is what your favorite out of 10 Hypixel game modes say about you. And please don't take me seriously. This whole video is for fun and jokes, and tell me down below what I should say about you next. Peace.